Well, I would have been shocked if the Detroit Pistons actually won this game, even with the return of Blake Griffin. I was just looking to see whether or not they could have made at least a competitive game. And to be honest with you, man, they never really made it. They never really made it a competitive game, man. After three quarters, the Bucks were up 178, and they just cruised to a 119 to 103 victory, and they take a commanding 3 games to none lead in this best of seven series, and they start going 7 games. Okay, um, the way they're going right now, they're averaging a victory margin of 24 points per game. I expect a sweep, and I expect Game 4 to be a rather decisive victory for the Milwaukee Bucks. They might as well be playing on their home court. Okay, Blake Griffin was pretty effective, especially offensively for the Detroit Pistons as his return from injury. But his mobility was not there. Of course, you're going to expect that for a guy that just been injured and out for that long. But offensively, he was brilliant. 27 points, 7 rebounds. He had 6 assists. Um, but you know what I'm saying, and when he was going offensively, he kind of brought them back a little bit. Like I think at one point in time, I think it was like 67, 56, or 58 or something like that. And like they were going to possibly try to make a game of it, man. But then, you know, Milwaukee just went on one of those tears that they go on, and next thing you know, they're up by almost 20. Um, what else do I want to say? Giannis did not have, like I said, a great game by his standards. He had, 14 points and 10 rebounds. A subpar game by his standards, but his teammates more than made up the slack, picked up the slack. Chris Middleton had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Brook Lopez outplayed Andre Drummond. Brook Lopez had 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Andre Drummond was in foul trouble and was held to 12 points and 12 rebounds. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Eric Bledsoe had 19 points, and George Hill chipped in with 11. Ilyasova had 15 points, and uh, Miritek had 12 points. I think that might have been his best game so far in the playoffs. And overall, as a team, the Bucks shot 49%. The Detroit Pistons were held to 39% shooting. Detroit only shot 31% from three-point range. The Bucks shot 37%. The Bucks won the rebounding battle 51 to 44, and points in the paint, a slight edge for the Bucks 46 to 42. But like I said, a lot of these games are being won by the three-point shot, and with this one, it was just the fact that the Bucks were just overall more accurate from the field than the Detroit Pistons. And credit the Milwaukee Bucks defense, and also just blame the Pistons for missing some actually rather easy wide open shots. And trying to think, that's pretty much it, man. What else do I want to say about this game? Really, not much to go in depth about. Um, they they're just not. They just don't have enough talent, man. They're not deep enough, and the Milwaukee Bucks are just far more talented than the Detroit Pistons. I read that the Milwaukee Bucks. This is the first time the Milwaukee Bucks have won the first 3 games of a playoff series in 33 years. The last time the Milwaukee Bucks went 3-0 in a series was when they went 3-0. They went 3-0 against the New Jersey Nets back in 1986. That's how long it's been since the Milwaukee Bucks won 3 consecutive playoff games in a series. So that's it, man. I think guys need to prepare for the broom. I think this series is a wrap, and Milwaukee's going to go on to the next round. Tell me what you guys think.